Best for last takes us to the Lakers, where Bronny James said, "I see everything that people are saying, but I just take it. I just take that and use it as fuel." Kurt Hyland, who writes for Basketball Talk, says Bronny has improved this season, but still has a ways to go, especially with his shot. He was always a long-term project. Quote, this is from Bronny James. "My first thought about everything is I always try to let it go through one ear and out the other, put my head down and come to work and be positive every day. But sometimes it just fuels me a little bit. I see everything that people are saying, and I feel like I'm an effing robot, like I don't have any feelings or emotions. But I just take it and use it as fuel for me to go out, wake up every day, get to the gym, get my work in, watch extra film every day, and be better every day. That's what Rob, that's Palinka, wants me to do as a young guy coming in, playing in the G League, and learning from afar on the bench watching the Lakers play." His numbers have improved, right? Struggled with his field goal percentage, was in the 30s and 20s, 30s from field, 20s from three in the G League. He's up now, I think, to the 40s and 30s in the G League, which is in fact improvement. It's going to be fascinating. He hears what people are saying. I love the using it for fuel. Right, that's smart. Use it. You have to use all negativity for fuel. And I have no doubt that it's got to feel like a lot. I actually have a tremendous amount of empathy and understanding for Bronny in what he's trying to do and how much he has to feel like the weight of the world is on him. That's why I suggested, and of course they're not taking my suggestion, that this season he goes and plays for like LeBron's high school teammate, best friend, who's the head coach at Duquesne. Go there, get buckets, improve, then go. But LeBron didn't want that. Didn't want that. So the issue has never been, at least for me, that Bronny shouldn't want to improve. And again, I don't know whether he can ever get to the point to where he's a legit NBA rotation player or even a legit NBA end of the bench player. He's not to that point yet. And cart was put way, 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 way before horse. And again, if we're honest, I think anybody who has any jealousy, it's not over. It's over the fact that why would he get this opportunity to develop when he's never been viewed as that level of prospect? Never been viewed as that level of prospect in real NBA talk. But none of that actually matters now that he's in the G, now that he's on the Lakers bench. It's just about, can you do the work? Can you make the shot? And can you get in the NBA? Like, look, here's what's really hard. When you get to the NBA, the rules are more difficult. 8 seconds to get across midcourt, deeper three-point line, shorter shot clock, wider lane. Okay? And, oh yeah, by the way, you're playing against the 450 or 449 best players in the world. And you're doing it usually in a shorter period of time than you've ever done it before. Like, most guys come in from college or high school and they played most of the whole game. And now you got to come in like, hey, dude, in 2 or 3 minutes, you got to change the game and guard your guy, hit an open shot. That's incredibly difficult. It takes years upon years to make that transition. The one thing Bronny has going for him is he's never been a star. He was not a star go-to guy in high school. He was not. He was not somebody who scored 40 in high school, get on my back. I'm like most future NBA players are. He's always been a bit of a role player. So that adjustment isn't great. He's actually had to learn to take more shots and probably taken too many, being encouraged to take chances while he's in the G League. But I don't see any negative there in the, hey, I hear everything that people are saying. I'm using it as fuel. Great. You should. Prove people wrong. Prove people wrong. Hey, man, I'm trying to do the exact same thing in my profession. Right? Prove people wrong. We have no idea what you go through. They have no idea what I go through. And honestly, nobody cares. All they care about is when you get the ball, end of the game, in the corner, or when you get in, can you make a shot? Can you guard your guy? If you can do that, regardless of what your name on the back is James or not, those same people who doubted you well, then get in line. So I think the criticism or the critique is fair because I think most of it is not really about Bronny. It's more about LeBron putting Bronny in a situation where he's not ready for. And I have no doubt that Bronny obviously takes that personally. LeBron takes it personally. That's why LeBron came at me. That's why LeBron came at Stephen A. Right? Because it's his son. Anybody says something about my son, like, we're going to go. I love my kid more than anything on earth. But there's also the reality of, hey, you're a dad, but you're also LeBron James. To whom much is given, more is expected. On the other hand, I'll back LeBron in this standpoint. I've said this before, if the worst thing he's done is force his son too early into the NBA in comparison to what other fathers have and have not done, we're talking about a pretty good dude. Right? May not be my best player of all time, but definitely not a bad dad for trying to protect his son and trying to help his son pursue his dreams. Even if he's been, by my estimation, a little too forceful and he's benefited a little bit too much from it.